Hello and welcome. For this lesson, we are looking at solving linear equations. This can help you with your GCSE revision. Okay, let's go. Example 1. I encourage students to draw lines here just to differentiate between the left-hand side and the right-hand side, especially when you're tidying up. Some students tend to get confused. Okay, let's go. So we have 4x plus 3 equals 31. We want to get rid of this plus 3. To get rid of something, you do the opposite of it. So you subtract 3, and you do that from both sides. The whole point of this is to get rid of this 3 here. Okay, now I tidy up. That will be gone. So I'll have 4x equals 31. Take away 3 will give me 28. So that'll be 28. So I have 4x equals 28. I want to get rid of the coefficient of x, which is 4. So I do the opposite to get rid, don't forget, because 4x means 4 times x. So you divide by 4 to get rid of that 4, okay? And you do the same thing to this side. And then you tidy up. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So we have 1x, which is x. And 28 divided by 4 will give you 7. And you can check if you are right or wrong. So let's check. So 7 times 4 will give you 28. 28 plus 3 will give you 31. We are correct. Example 2. Same thing. You draw your grid. You can have your letter on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. In this case, we have it on the right-hand side. That's fine. All we need to do first is get rid of this minus 9, okay? And you do the opposite to get rid of, don't forget. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. 9 to both sides, then I tidy up. 27 plus 9 will give me 36. 36. Minus 9 plus 9 will be gone, but I have 6p left on that side. That's good. The coefficient of p is 6, and I want to get rid of that, so I divide. Both sides by 6. Then I tidy up. So p will be 6. And you can test if you are right or wrong, as in the first example. Let's go on to example 3. Same thing, you draw the line. You don't have to, but some students feel comfortable in doing it, so they are not confused. Okay. Now you do the same thing. In this case, don't forget your letter is on the left here. So we have minus 7x, but we want to get rid of this 6. The question is, what is the sign of this 6? If you look to the left of it, and there's no sign there, it means it is positive 6. So to get rid of positive 6, I subtract 6, as I've been doing. Okay. Now I tidy up. Don't forget you tidy up at every stage you tidy up. That will cancel out. I'm left with minus 7x. And 11 take away 6 will give me 5. Okay. Like that. Now I get rid of the coefficient of x, which is minus 7. So I divide both sides by minus 7. Then I tidy up. So x will be minus 5 over 7. over 7. And here, we've solved the equation again. If you put in minus 5 over 7 into your first equation, it should give you 11. Let's move on to another example. Okay, here is slightly different. You have a bracket, but the same rule applies. You draw your grid if you want to. We get rid of the brackets. The 5 is going to multiply the A, and the 5 will also multiply this 3. Watch out for this. That's a common error in the exam. Okay, students forget to multiply the 5 by the 3. Okay, let's go. So we have 5 times A is 5A. 5A. And 5 times 3 is 15. Like I said, watch out. The often common error there is students who might say 5 plus 3 is 8, or they forget to multiply it. Okay. And we have 18 on this side. And then we get rid of the 15. Get rid of the 15. Don't forget, you're doing it to both sides. Okay. Now you tidy up. That will be gone. So I'll be left with 5A on this side. 5A. And then on this side, 18 take away 15 will give me 3. Now I divide by the coefficient of A, which is 5. Watch out here as well, because students get confused. Okay, my coefficient is bigger than that number. Don't worry. Just follow the system. Just follow the procedure. So I tidy up. So A will be 3 over 5. 3 over 5. In the exam, you are allowed to leave your answer as a fraction, or you could change it to decimal if it's easy. 0.6. But 3 over 5 will be accepted in the exam for 4 marks. Okay. Next example. Example 5. We have letter on both sides now. Okay. You can decide what you want to do first. You can get rid of the letter first, or get rid of the number. Okay. I've chosen to get rid of this D first here. So I'm going to add D to both sides. So I'm going to have plus D. And I'm staying with the letter. If you notice, I'm writing my plus D under the 5D so that I don't get confused. That's where students get confused. Now I tidy up. That D will be gone, minus D plus D will be gone. So I'll have 4 left on this side. Okay. 5D plus D will give me 60. I hope it makes sense why I have written the D under the 5D. And we still have 1 here, so plus 1. Okay, now I get rid of the 1 because I want my D on one side. So I subtract 1. And I subtract 1. I tidy up. 4 minus 1 is 3. I have my 6D already there. I bring it down. The plus 1 and minus 1 is gone. So I've tidied up now. Now I'm going to divide by the coefficient of D, which is 6. Divide by 6. I tidy up. 6 divided by 6 is 1, so I have D left. 1D, which is D. And then 3 over 6. And your D will be half if you simplify. There's a video on simplifying fractions if you're not sure. There's also a video on coefficient of a letter. What is coefficient? Okay. Another example, and you can test your answer like we did in the first few examples to see that it balances. Example 6. Here we have 2 stages again. We have a bracket and we have a letter on both sides. Okay, let's go. So we expand the bracket. You do the arrows to help you because you don't want to miss anything out. Now you tidy up. 5 times 3y will give me 15y. And then 5 times 2 will give me 10. So plus 10. Then I have my 13y plus 4. This now looks like example 5. It's just this extra stage here. Now we can tidy up. I'll get rid of, like I said earlier, you have the choice of getting rid of the numbers first, tidying the numbers first, or tidying the letters. Okay. In this case, I will get rid of the number. So I'll get rid of plus 10. So I'll subtract 10 from both sides. But I'm staying with the number, okay? So that it's easier for me to see and tidy up. I want to get rid of the 10, so I've stayed with the number. All right, let's tidy up. So I have 15y on this side. 15y, because the 10 will be gone. And then I have my 13y, I bring that down. 13y. And 4 minus 10 will give me minus 6. Don't forget, use your number line if you're not sure. Okay, I tidy now because I want all my letters on one side. So I'll get rid of this 13y. So minus 13y. Do the same here. Minus 13y. Then I tidy. That will be gone, so I'll be left with minus 6 on this side. So I'll have minus 6. And then minus 15y, take away 13y will give me 2y. I divide by the coefficient of y. Then I tidy finally. So I'll have y equals minus 3. Hope that makes sense. I've used different colors to see what we are getting rid of and when we are tidying up. Okay. And our last example, in this case, we have brackets on both sides. So you draw your line. I'm using this line for those of you that might benefit from it. You don't have to if you're comfortable with what you're doing. So you do your arrows. Because the 7 and the 5 is multiplying things inside the bracket. Now let's multiply. 5 times 3x will give me 15x. So 15x minus 5 times 1. Give me 5. Don't forget, I told you earlier, that's a common error in the exam. Now we do the same thing to this side. So 7x plus 7. Okay, let's start tidying. What do I want to do first? Shall I get rid of the minus 5 first? Okay, I'll do that. So I add 5 to both sides. Don't forget the number is staying within number. It's easier. Okay. It is easier like that. Now I tidy. That's gone. So on this side I will have 15x. 15x. And I tidy. On this side I still have the 7x. And I have my 7 plus 5, which will give me plus 12. Okay. Now I get rid of the 7x because I just want the number on this side. So minus 7x minus 7x. And then I tidy. So I will have 8x on this side because 15 minus 7 will give you 8. That will be gone. So I'll be left with 12 plus 12 is the same thing as 12. And then I tidy. Then I will have, I'll divide by 8. I'll divide by 8. Then I tidy. 8 divided by 8 is 1, so we have 1x, so x. 12 divided by 8, so you can write your answer as a mixed number. So how many 8s would you get in 12? 1. I'll get 1. What's the leftover? 4 over 8. And that's the same thing as 1.5. And that's the same as 1.5. You can leave your answer as a mixed number or as a decimal. Hope you've enjoyed the lesson. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.